You got perfect weather, Rabbi. You don't know what hot is. Mine doesn't make heat, but it's still extremely hot. Extremely hot. Kids are a bunch of idiots. Tapestry, we need to reach Nesher.
This is too much to carry.
Step forward for a map. Prove the sepulchre of Lord Haluet never. Hands of Neverwinter have nothing to fear. We all dead that fast. Mine are 10 hands that built Neverwinter, but not without my loyal fingers. How many fingers have I? Nine, I think, because it's 9. His unit is 9. Subclass is Neverwinter 9. So I guess it's not 10. The answer is 9. Yeah, it's 9. Let the victory over Ilos.
Time to die!
What name has the lake beside Neverwinter? Lake Neverwinter Lake, Lake Haluet, Black Lake. Black Lake. Correct. I know Neverwinter. So far I got everything right. Nearly halfway through. Were you an enemy of Neverwinter? Where would you be buried? The Tomb of Betrayers. Yes. So far everything is correct. Stay the more common name for the artery of Neverwinter. Neverwinter Docks, Castle Never, Merchant Quarter, Neverwinter River. The more common name for the artery of Neverwinter. Neverwinter Docks? No, but continue forward. You might either redeem or damn yourself. I am curious, what is the... what have you opened? sideways and so on. What is the answer to this? Castle Never. Neverwinter River. Artery of Neverwinter. Could be a river. Frankly, it's a trick question. It can be everything. River. What did you pick, River? That's the first answer, but fuck it. So many M's. Might an enemy of Neverwinter to find a map of our city. Where can they find a map of our city? In the archives. How the fuck is it not the archives? Ilusk. It's impossible that it's merchant's port. This is Castle Never. They'll know that. It's not Castle Never. It's none. What? How? Big Toll. Say nothing. Yes, a friend of Neverwinter will never reveal a map to its enemies. Oh, God bless, no more imps. How many gates must one pass through from Neverwinter Harbor to her castle? From harbor to castle. Three mighty gates. You've been proven to know Neverwinter, but for Neverwinter to know you, you must declare your loyalty to her. Declare my loyalty to Neverwinter. The 9 will protect my resting place from any who approach. But one of the 9 is missing. Take his place to join my side. swords. Why the fuck you attack me? One of the 9 is missing. Take his place to join my side. They're all there. This is Lord Hallowed Never. On that 6th of the 9. His blood was impure, but none ever doubted his heart. 5th of the 9. 3 dragons were not slain, unless the treachery of the 4th. Fourth of the 9, his death as a traitor does not release him from service. 3rd of the 9, she never bore a child, but was mother to newborn Neverwinter. Gulliver, 2nd of the 9, the only one who remembers the promise left unfulfilled. Calvin, 1st of the 9, shall not rest until his sword is rightful place. Slade, last of the 9, sadly his first day was his last battle. Temper 8 of the 9, youngest of us soul who kept all of us young. 7th of the 9, Shespot and Milas Carol went for 9. And what do you say? I will try to resting place for any who approach, but one of the 9 is missing. Take his place to join my side. Am I supposed to bash this?
Time to die!
What is the solution for this? It's not a traitor. There's only one female. We shall not rest until his sword takes its rightful place. 1st of the 9.
Time to
See if I'm allowed when I break the statue to take its place. This is it. Lord Hallowed Never's longsword. 9 are assembled, and 1 yet remains for me. The rod of Never to the new Lord of Castle Never. Deliver it to him so he may use it to protect Neverwinter from its savage enemies. I can't wield Blessing of Daystar. A +5 against undead, +3 Marshall. Damage against evil. And the Rod of Never. An object created by Lord Hallowed Never will control the magical defenses of Castle Never. Swords disappear. What about all of these beautiful chests? It sucks a bit because you break items when you smash them. Let's see. I wonder if you can break a scroll.
Time to die!
It does give different loot, but I break items when I do it like this. And there is no way for me to unlock that. I need knock. I can't use knock. I cannot knock quick. Shit, so many chests. I don't know anything here about this place. You don't. Let's help Nesher.
Assassins? They sent assassins here. So this is how this enemy fights, with shadows instead of cold steel.
Are you alright?
I am unharmed, though I should see to the men stationed on the walls and in the keep. This King of Shadows, his forces are powerful. Is that the Rod of Never you carry? Let me see it. I had heard the rod rested below, but none have been able to enter Lord Halloweth's tomb. It seems the ancient alarms of the keep open the way. With this rod, I should be able to open some of Castle Never's oldest secrets. It seems some good has come from this surprise attack. I think this enemy fears to face us on the field of battle. He fears to face Neverwinter and all its knights, and that now includes you. You have earned this through your deeds, the title of Knight in Service to Neverwinter.
What must I do?
My lord, there are certain rites for inducting knights that must be...
Naval, I knighted you at Redfellow's Watch in the mud with orcs surrounding us. Ceremonies can wait. Now bow and be knighted.
I know it's bugged, but fuck it.
A knight of Neverwinter is entitled to land, a keep, and forces, my lord.
And he shall have them. But you, Knight Captain, and your efforts here, you have served Neverwinter beyond the call of duty, risking your life not once, but several times without hesitation. If there is anything that I think will be the light against this shadow that comes against us, it is you and the fortress I have granted you. I offer you an honor. To become one of the Neverwinter Nine, the protectors of Neverwinter, the surrounding lands, and most importantly, its people.
Grateful and I accept.
Very well.
This is
For
too
your
much
efforts
to
at
carry.
Crossroad Keep and your battles against these minions of shadow, I convey upon you the mantle of one of the Neverwinter Nine.
And a much-deserved title it is, Knight Captain. We welcome you into our ranks.
But on to the matters at hand. You have done more to halt this beast's advance than any of my knights. When he strikes, you are there to counter it, but that is no longer enough. I am tired of waiting for this enemy to strike. I want you to find this King of Shadows. I want this beast to answer for the blood of every guardsman slain here tonight. If he crosses Neverwinter again, I want it to be the last time. To the servants of Neverwinter here before me, all fighting men of Neverwinter must take to the field to face this foe. You have seen one of its servants, and as terrible as it may seem, it can be beaten, and so can our enemy. You must spread the word. Help your neighbors to evacuate their homes as we fortify the walls of Neverwinter. We cannot allow our people to be placed in jeopardy. We alone must face this threat. Go now, and do what you can to prepare for the coming battle.
And so a strategy must be formed. These Reavers, whatever these things of shadow are, there is no way the Grey Cloaks can fight them. If our enemies cannot be killed.
They are pawns only. Powerful, yes, but not the true threat. The base that the enemy is striking from. If we cannot reach it, then we cannot take the battle to him. He can send his soldiers out without fear of counterattack, and there is nothing we can do but fall back.
Even if these ruins could be reached, we still need more men. Between the plague and the war with Luskan...
Then we will gather more men, but not just men. This enemy threatens not just us. We must make allies, and we must do so quickly. There is much to be done, I think. But I have faith in your efforts. It is said that the captain of Crossroad Keep is the lord of the manor in all but name. Now I've named it for you. But it will not be enough. I am in need of answers, information, and as many soldiers as you can gather. I need to know how these Shadow Reavers can be killed, and how I can reach their master.
And we need allies wherever they can be found, from all the races, all the peoples. This is not our war, it is theirs, whether they know it or not.
Where can allies be found?
There are old alliances that Neverwinter had years ago, in the days before I took the crown. I need you to reforge these alliances. Without more troops, this battle is already lost. A clan of dwarves, the Iron Fist clan, is said to have returned to their clanhold in Old Owl Well after the pass was liberated by Neverwinter. Perhaps they would be grateful enough to aid us in the coming battle. But we cannot count on them being able to join the effort. And even so, there is still the matter of the King of Shadows.
What about the lizard men?
The lizard men of the mare? What of them?
Will they fight for us?
It is possible.
I do not think any lizard man would be quick to come to the aid of Neverwinter, even if we could speak with them.
Yet, if they would join us, they know the terrain, perhaps even know about more of the movements of the King of Shadows through the Mere. If you think you can contact them and persuade them to help us, then may the gods smile upon you. Such allies might give us the edge we need.
Actually, when you look at the things straight, okay? Like, compare Dragon Age Origins to Neverwinter Nights 2. Exactly the same stories, exactly the same things that you're doing, okay? Same start. Assemble the army and fight the enemy. Here, fight King of Shadows. What was in Dragon Age Origins? God damn it, I forgot. Oh, I forgot the name of the thing. What was the name of the dragon that leads the blight? Fuck it, I forgot. But it's the same. But Neverwinter did it first.
My lord, I believe Aldenon is already searching for a means by which we can reach the King of Shadows' stronghold.
Half the task will be him finding it, and the second task will be trying to understand him when he explains it. We asked the enemy. We still have some of the Arcane Brotherhood in our dungeons. Let them provide us with answers. See to it. Then I shall leave you both to these preparations. I must attend to the troops and the war effort. You are to attend to the King of Shadows. Of all our knights, no one has a greater chance of finding his weakness than you. I shall gather our forces, but you must show me where we must march. Return to Crossroad Keep and begin preparations. Naval will go to assist you, and he will remain there as long as needed. Now, go!
So the Act 3 begins. All companions. Neverwinter 9 tunic. +6. It's only usable by Neverwinter 9. What's a peasant dynasty? +1 exactly. Wanna be able to wield this. Blessing of Daystar. A lot of good items for me were lost on Chandra when she died. Fuck yet.
We heard about what happened at Castle Never. The attack. It's good to see you're all right.
To attack Castle Never? The King of Shadows? Garius? Oh, they're getting bold, they are.
So, did you get any gold along with the knighting ceremony? I mean, not that you'd carry it with you, since I already checked your pockets and your bags.
What efforts are being made in the war? Will Nashor commit his forces? And what of Waterdeep and the Lord's Alliance?
Know that word of all of this has traveled before the Kalakcha. Our duty is to carry the battle to the King of Shadows, his servants, and gather others who feel the same.
Man, it's so fucking hot. Yes, me to bolster Crossroad Keep's forces by forming alliances.
Alliances are made to be broken, if agreed to at all. Good luck trying to get anyone to join our side in these times.
Clan Iron Fist will help. They may take some convincing, but they wouldn't back down from a fight if they thought it was just.
The lizard folk should not be ignored. They once made their homes in the Mare, and the King of Shadows has driven them out.
The lizards?
Their history with settlements along the Mare is bloody. But they are fiercely territorial and are likely to hate the King of Shadows even more.
And we could look at last for the Wendersnaven.
Oh, gods.
No, they're not gods. They're the Wendersnaven. They exist, even if you can't see them with the eye or touch them. They see all, know all, and have incredible powers. If they are on our side, we have a good chance of winning.
Oh, really? And how do we find something you can't see or touch and most likely exists in your head?
There's 2 sages at Port Last that are said to know something of the Wendersnaven. We could ask them.
Then it seems we have a number of roads open to us and an army to build.
The eyes are glowing because from a regular warlock, once you reach the certain level and skill requirements, you can become a Hellfire Warlock. And Hellfire Warlock can turn into a demon, he can summon demons, and his Eldritch Blast becomes empowered by Hellfire. And that's why the eyes are glowing red. It's just the class, nothing special.
The claimed lands kill all life that enter it. We wouldn't be able to reach the King of Shadows in time. The movement through the mare is never swift, even in the best of times.
If there's a path at all, we'd still need to know where we were going. And even then, we'd probably die getting there.
I don't think there's an easy path. As much as I hate to say it, I think we should ask Aldenon for advice on this.
No, that will not be easy. Every time they are struck down, they reform. The only losses in battle with them will be ours.
There must be a way. Evil always has a weakness. We just have to find it.
Well, that's the trick, isn't it? The thing is, how long do you look and where?
Pardon me, but sometimes these things come to you. I mean, we can't be the only ones the Reavers have threatened or hurt. We already have crossed paths with a bunch of allies and people and sorcerers and sages we never even knew before. And we did much of that through serendipity. So have a little faith. Maybe an answer will come to us.
Know that this may be the best we can hope for. We should search, but the problem of the Reavers may be one that only time can aid us with. What is your will?
If Amonjero completed the 5th part of the ritual, then what can we do?
That is not known to me. If this one, Jero, has done what the Reaver said, then without him the rest of the ritual of purification is useless. The part of the ritual he performed...
Already did
I will
that.
hear you.
When did you tear the shard out of me?
And by doing so, what would that prove to both of us, Kalak-Cha? That I am no different than the Githyanki that hound you? That I am careless of life like the Illithids? Know that that is not my will. Know that there are greater truths and strengths than what seems the quickest way. That is the way of the people of Gith, not the way of my people. Such acts fall in circles upon themselves, and what would seem a victory would only be our undoing. I believe there is a reason the shard lies in your heart, and not in the hands of the Githyanki, Kalak-Cha. And I will see that reason come to pass with my own eyes. I will hear you.
What do you think about Jero?
He has committed great crimes to act for his beliefs. He has waged war, and he has used the will and lives of others as his weapons without their consent. Gith herself held the same belief. She was willing to sacrifice the reason we fought our masters to fuel her hatred and her lust for revenge. What does one's purpose matter if it becomes that which you fight against? It is a question that Jero must ask before to the lower planes he goes. No. I only seek to understand his actions. What I do not know is how he obtained the blade. Its location has been lost since the time my people split from the Githyanki. It has taken us lifetimes of failures without word of its presence. I would know how Amanjaro came by it, and what else he knows of the one who first held it.
I spent the day outside. I was outside. But it was freaking hot. It's still hot. After Neverwinter Nights 2, I'll play Besk of the Betrayer. Then I don't know what's next. Perhaps Fallout 1, Fallout 2, Planescape Torment, Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, all of that until Pathfinder Kingmaker 2 is out. I kind of feel like playing old games this year. I don't want to chase new games. We'll see. I still need to play Village, the Resident Evil. Those new indie titles, I don't know when I'll play them. I really don't know. Do we find ore? Upgrade my man's armor. He needs ore. Can we build a church? Do we got new upgrades? Even better, it's Act 3. But I need my team, god damn it. Let's see what's inside the end. If anything changed. Kyogre, Bishop, Mishka.
Something you need? Ah, what about it?
Let's check the upgrades. Then the journal and see what's next. We need to assemble the arm. Lizardman, dwarves. What can we build now? A guard tower in the church. Priests of Tyr will be in the church. And the other offer comes from a monk named Roman. Master of the Sun Soul or something such. He's looking to pass on what he knows before he dies. And what can we do with the tower? I want to rebuild something. Determine what use we want to put them to. What part of the keep do you want to talk about? How about the parts that I already upgraded to the max? They can't go above. I did it all. The tower in the old church. Make it into a monastery for the Sun Soul. 75,000 gold. 75,000. I got 10,000 left. Yeah. Yeah, I remember this. You wanted to speak before I went to Nesher. An invitation from Laska.
Yes?
Where's Aldenon? Tell me about the breakthrough. He knows how we can get in without turning into undead. Light draining is strongest at the edges of his territory, not at the center. We could hop over the wall, so to speak. It's the best chance of striking at the King of Shadows. What is the remaining obstacle? Clear the portal. He has to appear in the whale. What do you need to create a portal? One of the shadow rivers has the toe. And that's how we can open the portal. So we need to capture a shadow river. Have any input into the alliances? Have any idea how to kill shadow rivers? What about a way to get into Vale?
Great.
Cora.
What's wrong now?
With Cora.
I have a visitor here for you, Captain, with an interesting proposition.
I am the leader of the Raven's allies. We are mercenaries from Westgate. Our contracts have brought us from the Sea of Fallen Stars to here. We'd like to join your Grey Cloaks.
These mercenaries are better than some I've seen, but they're still undisciplined and not used to rules or dealing with people. It could hurt us if we accept them. The Ravens are capable warriors, and some of them exceed the standards we set for our recruits.
I don't like them at all. I'll leave it to you, Kana.
We're not interested, mercenaries. I advise you to leave Crossroad Keep.
Then we will leave. Who knows? Perhaps we will see each other across a battlefield one day.
Give me a report first. 52% best. Road security is average now. Fortification reinforced towers. Weapons are poor. I need a freaking weaponsmith. I need ore. In other words. How battle ready are we? Skill, discipline. Take care of the mission. Is there anything in my desk? I'll go to basement also, but first this. See if we can grab that freaking golem.
Oh, hello. Sorry. Just a little out of sorts. Have all these thoughts bumping around in my head. They're a little, well, a little confusing. Well, it's about Chandra, really. It just, well, got me to thinking. I mean, she wasn't with us very long. And there wasn't anything to be done to save her. Well, felt rather helpless and sad. And the whole thing seemed rather unfair. I don't really know what to say about it except say it. But well, was kind of wondering what you thought about it. You know, death of friends. It is sad. That's it, exactly. She didn't deserve what happened, not at all. And I'm afraid that the more we fight, the more we'll lose. And the more unfair it'll be. Of course. Ask away. Always ready with answers. Yes, indeed.
Wendersnaven.
The Wendersnaven? What about them? Well, not directly. You see, there's two sages in Port Lass who are said to know the way. In Leva and No Doob, I believe. I'm terrible with names, but that's close enough. They should be able to help us on our quest.
I know where they are. Maybe look into that first.
Ah, yes. Well, it is impossible to truly know the Wendersnaven, since by nature they are unknowable. You see, they see everything, know everything, and exist everywhere and nowhere at once. It's truly quite amazing. Their size is also a great source of speculation, whether they are mighty giants hundreds of Kelgars high, or whether they are so small they cannot even be seen with the naked eye. Oh, Wenderetham, of course. Wenderetham is up in the clouds. There's many gateways to reach it, scattered throughout the realms, but they are hidden from mortal eyes. Well, yes, but you see, there's so many other fantastical things in the realms. Does it really seem like it's that improbable after all? Well, take yourself, for example. You are a living jigsaw puzzle of shattered silver shards that, when united, will become an artifact that cut an entire race in two. And this enemy we fight, it's not a shadowy being. It is the dark essence of magic itself, with the ability to embed itself within the very land and ground it walks upon. And to think this Emperor of Shadow...
King of Shadows.
Well, it was once a simple person just like you, that wanted to protect its people from destruction. Isn't that amazing? I almost sense an irony coming, but I think that might be too much to speculate on. Oh, yes. Well, when you put it as succinctly as that, I suppose it does seem rather foolish. Maybe it's just a dream, really, but, well, such things are often more wish-worthy than grounded in reality, I suppose. I am sorry. Forget I said anything. Just rambling like I always do.
No, we still can't fix the golem. You're there, huh? Jero.
Yes? No doubt.
Alright, spoke with him, asked everything. Off we fucking go. Let's start assembling the army. I think this is the final Act 3. I forgot I played it 15 years ago. How did the mission went? Half of the text will go to Lord Nesher, the other half to the local Lord Knight. A certain amount of gold from each landed knight. Pay 6,000. I want to spare my farmers from this levy. Fucking Nesher wants money. And I'm out of money completely. I got 4,000, yeah. 4,000. What happened with that Laskan guy? Construction completed. I want to rebuild. Tower in the old church. What could we do with the tower? Do I know what you want to do with a building I can't build it? So find people that want the buildings. Cerneval. Let's see if I want to bring the 9 here.
I see the moon
Daeghun
has
is
been at your
here.
back. You look well.
Where have you been?
The mare has grown dark, and many villagers needed help in leaving before it was too late. And I have sought the scent on the breeze to learn of the Dark Hunter, King of Shadows. More can still be learned in the mare, but I have discovered something and had to tell you at once.
Tell me what?
I heard one of the scouts was asking about me. Oh, well met. You're Daeghun, aren't you? Your son has...
I am Daeghun, yes, and you are Eleni, of the Circle of the Mare.
Once of the circle, yes. What do you want? No, it's all right. I want to know why he's here.
It does concern her. It concerns you both. As I hounded the trail of the Dark Hunter and his minions, I came across something I thought lost. The druids of our lands, the Circle of the Mare, still live.
That's impossible. You're mistaken. If they were alive, I would know.
I can only venture to the swamp for brief periods of time. The reeds and waters feast on the living now. I followed the druids, and they had a ritual I think sustained them, even in the claimed lands.
The circle! They must have found a way to restore part of the mare. Keep it from the influence of the shadows. If so, we need to find them. They can tell us more about what's happening in the mare than anyone. And if we can get them to ally with us, we may even be able to stop what the King of Shadows is doing to the land itself.
New allies, druids. We'll go immediately.
That was my thought as well. Thank you for understanding.
Then you must make haste at once, if this is your course of action.
Are you gonna guide us?
No, I cannot. But I can mark the location on your map. As for now, I have other duties in the defense of the Sword Coast and this keep, and I must see to them.
Your father's not one for showing emotion, is he? It's difficult to see how he raised you, and you turned out so different.
Choose our fathers to God what the fate gave me.
True enough. You could have done worse, I suppose. Or better. Regardless, we need to find the circle. But as for reaching the location, that could be difficult.
I thought I heard the cries of a damsel in distress. Someone had to fill Chandra's role, eh?
Bishop, this doesn't concern you, so stop spying on us.
My dear, with you around, it pays to be extra watchful. I like to keep an eye out to make sure you aren't trying to play our leader for a fool. And because you don't always fasten your robes as tightly as you should, sometimes I catch a glimpse of other secrets.
I'm surprised you don't care, Bishop.
Surprises and me travel together. You should know that by now. For another surprise, why don't you show me on the map you have there where your druid friends are?
They're in the mare, along the northwestern reaches, near the settlements the orcs attacked many years ago during their incursion into Neverwinter.
I suspected that might be one of the places. As for the incursions, it wasn't just orcs. That's near an area the King of Shadows isn't likely to have claimed. Yet, might be a good staging area to look for your dead druid friends.
Daeghun says they're alive.
Maybe for now. Still, if you want to go, I can guide you to a safe port on the edge of the marsh.
All right. That would be welcome.
Just offer to help, Bishop.
It's not me you should be suspicious of, but that's up to you. And it doesn't sound like we've got much time. Something tells me those friends of yours may have to move around a lot if they want to avoid the shadows.
Yes. Bishop's probably right.
All right then, I'll set out now. I'll start scouting the path and join up with you only when need be. It'll save us all a lot of time.
Pardon me, Captain, but if I could just, have a moment of your time.
If you don't want a dagger between your ribs, I suggest you ask for alms elsewhere.
She's a must for the mission, the druid, and she's completely unequipped. And the guy from Laskan, I still can't talk with him.
I am listening.
Oh my god, not the druid again, she's completely empty. Spell pen. Greater spell pen. I wasn't playing with her since the start of the game. And to be honest, I don't even know how to play with you. What's so can resilience? Gain immunity to crits, poison, sleep, paralyzes, and stunning for 10 minutes. Cast spells while in wild shape. Yeah. What will I do with items? God damn it. Let's see the church. Church is done. This is the church. Chest. The War of the Sunstone. Can you do anything for the keep? Tell me about the Sunstone. Order of Monks. I'd like to learn Sunsoul arts. But I want to teach only a monk on the road to becoming a master can learn. That's for the dwarf. He can teach him. What's a humble chest? Oh, there's a shopkeeper. Monk gear. Straight monk gear. Monk weapons. Holy shit, wisdom plus 6. 30,000, I'm freaking poor now. Need to play maps. I need to get rich again. I had half million yesterday, and I invested it all.
The men here call you Knight Captain, and these walls are yours. You have come far.
Where is that idiot from Laskan? Say he might be inside. If not, we get out. I got druids, I got orcs, lizard man, that Wender's Snaven thing. All of that.
A moment of your time, Captain. Your orders to patrol the surrounding lands has attracted the attention of a former bailiff named Ziffer.
Well met, Captain, well met. Your Kana here is right. I've been looking to start a small village, and what you've done here, well, I think the land will flourish with you in charge. If you ask me, you've got more sense than many a lord, so I...
Ziffer wants us to sign a village charter allowing him to start a community here. You are a knight, and this is your land, so the decision is yours.
Tell me more about it.
I fear I am not the best equipped to answer that. But
A charter determines what duty is owed by the village folk and what duty is owed by the lord. If you were a lord, duties owed by you is what I mean. Regardless, you get to carry out the lord's tax, and we get your protection. I wouldn't have even come here if you hadn't made clear that you mean to make your lands a better place.
Ziffer's accounting is correct, Captain.
Any implications?
There are, Captain. Outside the keep's borders, bandits, beasts, and monsters wait. Villages offer tempting targets for some of them, and we'll need to continue our patrols to make sure they remain safe.
We're sort of counting on that, Captain. If things get too rough. Most of us are farmers, although a few of us have some training with weapons and the like. If it gets too rough, they'll move to safer land, even if it's less fertile than the patch we're looking at. Certainly, Captain, certainly!
Formal language of the court. Terms are typical except they only permit green grass and high harvest time. Lord Nasher increased the frequency of taxes greatly after the war with Musk.
Aye, and that he does, but we're just starting. We have no fields plowed and no crops to sell at market.
If we sign this, it will be months before we see tithes from them. They will be larger in sum, however.
I see your point, Captain. People say you are brave. I think they should mention your wisdom more often, too. We'll change to agree to the Lord's tax schedule. Good. Moving on, then.
The only thing remaining, Captain, is whether you'll sign their charter and allow the village to form on our lands.
You won't regret this, Captain. If any of your patrols are near the village, they can expect a warm welcome, and you too.
The keep has already come a long way. We need to patrol the land regularly to keep the village secure. Especially right now. Otherwise, they'll leave.
Jesus Christ. Results from the special mission. 97% time passed. Who the fuck are you? Sir Neval. Who are you? Great Archmage. Ah, I can pick within mages or the 9. It's a wizard tower. You may leave my key by foot or by catapult. And what services do you offer? Mr. Defense of the key. I think I'll pick them all. I should assign to support efforts. Guard tower for the 9. Devil. If you're in the West Harbor that you would kill. It became a grey cloak. Any other survivors? Bards. Controls the walls. Anything new with Kalindra? I don't know why she doesn't follow at all.
I am listening.
I switch your commands.
Everyone, follow me.
I am certain. Follow me, now.
If I'm gonna do the druids first, I need a lady. And she doesn't have items at all.
Yes.
Similar spells as cleric. Very similar. Dark skin plus restoration. See if I can give her something.
Follow me now.
She needs wisdom amulets.
Yes.
Yes. What is it?
Yes.
I am certain.
Everyone, follow me.
That sword is OP as fuck.
Yes. What is it?
So it throws.
Yes.
I am certain.
This is too much to carry.
Yes.
Fuck, she can't carry this.
Yes. What is it?
It's all I got. Dwarf has some items we can. I just wanna finish the quest with her, nothing else. Ah. I think I need Bishop too for this quest. Just summon Jera also. Kill guy. Bishop. Amonjero or Nishka. I wanna try Amonjero, but I can't unlock chests. I need Nishka, goddammit. This is very weak, and I don't have items at all. So in the Act 3, I believe it's Circle of the Mare for druids.
Yeah.
It's a bishop. Favored enemy. Short bow. A dinosaur companion. What's a Zen archer? You use wisdom instead of dexterity when firing ranged weapons. Bane.
I am certain.
Yeah.
Yes.
We don't raise dexterity like this.
Yeah.
Cape. We got a cape.
What is it?
Shit them out of everything.
Yeah.
Follow me now.
Yeah.
I'm certain.
Fucking rainbow is hairy.
Yeah?
I lost so many items with Chandra when she died. This is bullshit. Fucking bullshit.
Everybody, follow me.
The amount of items I had in her inventory.
Follow me.
Yes.
Yeah?
I am listening.
Follow me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Follow me.
How can I help?
No, they're unequipped. Eleni, Circle of the Mare. Let's finish with Eleni. What's wrong with you? Get out. Freeze this fucking bug. Get out of the map. Circle of the Mare. We go for those druids first. Guys, hello. Have I tried what? What do you mean the last spell?
You can almost feel the shadows in the air. If you stay still for too long, it's like they start clutching at you, trying to drag you down.
Roguelike. I'm sick of roguelikes. I'm so fucking sick of roguelikes. I haven't spent like... I'll check it out now, but I think I have around 20 hours in Hades, and it was a great game. It was out 3 days ago. There are a lot of new indie titles. Extreme amount of indie titles. Nope, not that. What was it? I don't even have 20 hours in Hades. Okay, that I know it's a great game. I fucking love that and all of that. You know, I got only good words for Hades. But I just can't play roguelikes anymore. I can't. I'm sick of them. I add it to the wish list. I'll have it in mind.
Whatever the circle did, they must have found a way to shield themselves from it. If we can find out how they've done it, then we can reach the Vale of Merdelaine. I'm certain of it.
Well, the sooner we're out of here, the better.
Here's the gathering place. Now, hold on. Something's happening. I can just make it out.
I feel more at peace with each passing day. I know you sense it as well, Naven. Will silence be your only answer?
Silence and contemplation is my only peace in this place. Do not forget, I am your captive, Vashni.
We keep you here because we believe in the circle. In time you will see that we are right. And when the shadow has passed, you will feel one with the land again.
This isn't the mare anymore. You treat the shadow as if it were a passing mist. You fail to see how it now hangs upon you, upon this whole place.
We are caretakers of this land, and we cannot abandon it.
We're caretakers of a graveyard. Free me from this prison, and let's stop the decay from spreading.
Elders? Is it you? Elders, forgive me for not seeking you out sooner. I thought you had all died in the claimed lands. How did you...
Who are the ones who follow you?
Man, this Hellfire Warlock, he looks so freaking good. Not to mention when you transform into a demon. Listen, I said it like 30 minutes ago. I know there are a lot of good games, a lot of new games, a lot of indie games, a lot of AAA titles like Resident Evil Village and others that I haven't played yet. All of those suggestions that I'm getting from you guys, Wildermyth, now this thing, and I have like 5-6 new indie titles on a wish list and whatnot. I don't feel like playing those. What I want to do during this year, I want to have all old school CRPGs on my YouTube channel, including both Neverwinter's, Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, Fallout 1 and 2, Landscape Torment, Icewind Dale. Those are all the games I'm missing on my channel. I got all, let's say, CRPGs in the previous 15 years, but I don't have those old ones, and I want to play them. Once I'm done with all of that, then I can start testing out all of those indie games and triple A's. But for now, I really want to have those old games, okay? And not only that, I also want to play Sanity, Aiken's Artifact. That's also a very old game I want to have on the channel. I want to play Legacy of Kain. I want to have that on my YouTube channel also. Raziel and Kain. Don't know if you played it. Soul River series, Legacy of Kain. I want to have Shadow Man on my channel also. Then, I want to have Monkey Island series, Curse of the Monkey Island, Escape from Monkey Island, and so on. I want to have Grim Fandango on the channel. I want to have... there were more of those old gems. I really want to have all of those games. And then I'll start playing new games. The only time when I'll stop playing old games is for new Pathfinder Kingmaker 2. I'll play that on release date. Probably Diablo 2 Remastered, but that's gonna be short because I know the game very well. I've spent 2 years playing Diablo 2 when it was out. I want to have Blood on my channel also. I want Hexen, Heretic. Nox. I really want to have Nox. I don't know if you heard about Nox, if you ever played Nox, but Nox is fucking epic. I also want that. I want to have Lionheart, Legacy of the Crusader as another CRPG. Now all of this that I mentioned is at least 2,000 hours. Now if we include new Pathfinder with Diablo 2, that's like 2,500 hours of gameplay. I think I can do it till the end of the year.